I want to read to you something in the Bible from the book of 1 Peter chapter 5, from verse 5 to verse 7. This is something that really blessed me. So 1 Peter chapter 5, from verse 5, it says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourself unto the elder. Yea, all of you, be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. Be clothed with humility. For God resisted the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. God resisted the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. He said, be clothed with humility. Have on you humility. Stop being proud, because God resists the proud and give grace to the humble. That means God will able anyone that is trying to exalt himself. God will able anyone that think so high about himself. God will able anyone that is popped off. And we look at the one that is humble, and we give him grace. God resists the proud and giveth grace to the humble. Verse 6 says, humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time. There is a due time for your exaltation. He said, God wants to exalt you, but there is a due time. Meanwhile, you have to remain humble. He said, be clothed with humility. Then keep being humble under the mighty hand of God, that in due time you will be exalted. Some people, their due time elude them. When the due time come, or they miss their due time. Why? Because they have never been humble. You see, humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of God. How can you humble yourself under the mighty hand of God? It is simple. To humble yourself under the mighty hand of God, you just need to align yourself with what God say, and then trust him with your life. Let him be dependable. Let him be reliable for you. God wants to see that you trust him and you do those things that pleases him. This is not the time where you say, I don't go to church. I don't need to go to church. I don't care about church. You have been proud. I already know something. You have been proud. You know, one thing you should understand is that proud people hardly pray. Every man that is proud don't pray. Yes. It's the same like they don't go to church. It's the same like they don't pray. A prayerful man always is not proud. So God expects you to be humble under his mighty hand. That is trusting the ability of God, trusting the timing of God, trusting what God says about you, accepting it, and living accordingly. He says, in due time, you'll be exalted. Doing that, you will not be worried about, I started this thing with this guy, but it seems like it's gone far. I started with this and that. All my mates, they have built houses, they have built a mansion, and they have great, jobs, they have cars, great businesses. Where am I? You will not think this way. Because you know where you are. You remain loyal till your time of exaltation come. Humble yourself. In the verse 7, he said, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Why? Because you know that while you have been humble, while you have been patient on God's timing, you will be worried. So he said, don't be worried. He said, cast all your care upon him, because he already cares for you. God cares for you even before you think about your care. He said, cast all of them upon him, for he cares for you. That's why he said, be careful for nothing. In Philippians chapter 6, from verse 4. He said, be careful for nothing, but with prayer, supplication, and prayer, supplication with thanksgiving. He said, let your request be known unto God, and the peace of God that surpasses all understanding will guide your heart. will guide your heart. Hallelujah. God wants to send peace in your heart. Because when you are waiting, He don't want you to be troubled. He doesn't want you to be afraid. He wants you to maintain your composure. You see, God says He will do this, He will do it. I don't care what men say against me. I don't care what people are talking. I know that God never fails. His word will never return to Him void. As He said, "We do this to me, for me," He will do it. And you remain and maintain your composure. You see, let your request be made known unto Him. Why? Waiting for your request to be answered. You say, hey, the peace of God will guide your heart. Because when God wants to bless you, He doesn't want you to be troubled. When you are troubled, you cannot recognize nor apprehend His blessing. So He will send His peace in your heart first to make you still, so you can receive lambano, katalambano, that which He has already prepared for you. Be humble, be clothed with humility, and wait for the due time. While waiting, remain humble under the mighty hand of God. Don't you understand? Humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand. The mighty hand. Under the mighty, precises that you have been humble under the mighty hand of God. That's all God wants to see about you. Don't say, I've been humble, I've been waiting. No. I've been loyal. No. If you are humble, you will not complain. That's why I say, casting all your cares upon Him, for He cared for you. Jesus said, seek ye first the kingdom and His righteousness, and any other thing will be added unto you. So just keep your mind stay on Him. See, thou will keep him in perfect peace. Peace, whose mind is stay on thee. That is shalom, shalom. That is peace with prosperity, if your mind can stay on God. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you. Make sure you share this with somebody that will need this message. God bless you.